You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to know what it is? Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
And a very warm welcome if you just joined me on my channel, Nigel's View on Things. How you doing? How you keeping? I hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. I like to say I'm very sorry for the lack of videos, but I'm here. I've had other commitments that have needed sorting, and they've been much more important than actually making videos, and I hope you can understand that. We're looking at my lifetime meter here on YouTube. As you see, it says lifetime, and today's date is May 13th 2017. There is $115.15 in the coffers, and I would like to give this away to charity. I'll be making a video about this at a later time, and I would like to say thank you very much to everybody that's clicked the advert button and supported the channel. And like I say, at a later time I'll make a video and tell you all about who it's going to. Many things have been happening since I haven't been making videos, so let's get on and see what's going on. I just want to talk to you about North Korea very quickly, and the timing of this event is absolutely outstanding. It's been about 2 weeks now, and President Trump did tell Kim Jong-un that if he actually launched a missile, that he would first strike them. And the first launch of a missile blew up on the pad. In itself, that was something very wrong. I don't know if anybody has noticed. This is my view, and this is what I see. Was it not last month or the month before that old Kim's brother got knocked off? Was he assassinated? Was he killed? Or was he sacrificed? Has North Korea become part of the centre stage for the world? A very unlikely member of the Illuminati. It just makes me wonder, is it at all possible? And the reason I say that is because their last launch that they done, it got off the pad, it reached 2,000 kilometres, and it travelled 30 minutes in the air. It landed 100 miles away from Russian border, or the Russian city Vladivostok, and that was easy for me to say. So, bearing in mind it was in the air for 30 minutes, the Russians didn't even shoot it down. The Americans didn't shoot it down. How did they know that it didn't have a nuclear payload? It just makes me question what is going on. Like I said, the timing of this event is very crucial. There is a lot of things going on, many channels out there that are showing different bits and pieces, and very good bits of video and pictures. IdentifyThis, Crisis Actor, Chris Potter, Planet X 2016, WSO, Joanne Steen, Charlie Mitchell. I'll leave the links in the description box down below so it's easy for everybody to find. And there's many other channels out there doing some outstanding work that I haven't even mentioned, and showing some great videos and great pictures. And the stuff that they are showing is unbelievable. I think you can agree. So if anything happens like an EMP, for instance, guess who's going to get blamed? It's going to be North Korea, because they're shouting and screaming all about this EMP thing. Gotham Shield and a solar minimum. So even if somebody else set an EMP off over America, who's going to get blamed? If a missile goes off or a nuclear bomb goes off in America, who's going to get blamed? It just makes you wonder. Another thing that I find quite interesting is North Korea unveils satellite images of the THAAD missile system in South Korea. Since when they had the technology to launch a satellite into space, and if they have, they certainly can launch a ballistic missile across the world. I think you need to have a very close look at what's going on, because I find this totally strange. Just my point of view. Anyway, let's get on with the pictures, and yeah, there are some very strange ones. Only got a couple for you today. Let's have a look. And we're going to look at a clip from Sunshine Coast, Warram, North Australia. Date on the clip is Monday 15th of May 2017, and the time, as you can see on the bottom blue bar there, is 6:30 AM. And what I'm just about to show you just doesn't make any sense. Let's have a quick look. Let's play this clip. I've taken a few stills, so we'll have a look at those at the end. And as you can see, the sun's starting to rise. We've got this big old beam of light coming out of it. And you'll notice as the sun rises, it comes out and interacts with an object just over here. And yeah, very, very strange. It shouldn't do that in any way, shape or form. And then the sun sort of like disappears, and we got this big blanket of light over the left hand side, and many channels are showing that. And as the sun comes up, it goes back on its arc as it should do. Let's have a quick look at that again. And as you can see, there seems to be an interaction. That's the only way I can say or see this happening. It shouldn't really happen at all. And we're getting this blanket of light, which happens to match exactly the same colour as the sun. Right, let's have a look at a couple of pictures. And I've used a program like I've used before in the past called GIMP. And as you can see here, this picture, we seem to have some sort of interaction, and what I'm going to do is put it in GIMP. I've done it already, so it saves a lot of time. And let's have a look at this picture here. You can see the sun interacting with this object here, and it can be clearly seen. It's got lines that run all the way through it, and if you looked at my last video, it's exactly the same object, which just happens to have a great big hole up here, or whatever you like to call it. And if you looked at my last video, it actually matches what we're looking at now. Let's have a look at another picture. And this is the picture where you've got the interaction around the sun with the red hue, and then you've got this red blanket of light. Let's stick it in GIMP. Let's have a look. Like I say, I'll leave all the links in the description box down below, so it's easy for everybody to find. And there seems to be an object just here. And you've got the lines which match up with the last video, if anybody watched it. And as you can see, you've got this big blanket of light over here, which in no way, shape or form should really happen. The only way we're going to get interaction between the sun and nothing is something. But yet again, it's for you to decide. And if you're looking at this object, say from Australia, it's going to be on the left hand side, which is the southern hemisphere. And if you're looking at this object from the northern hemisphere, like i.e. Europe, it is going to be on the right hand side. Let's have a look at some more pictures. And the next clip we're going to be looking at is from Ruth Glacier South, 200 degrees. And as you can see, the date is the 14th of May 2017. And let me just play this. We've seen these objects before. Let me click on play. And as you can see, or clearly see, we've got lovely chemtrails in the sky. Thank you very much for pausing this. Really, really appreciated. And what I'm going to do is hit the pause button any minute now and just show you something. And as you can see, we've got an object that appears here, and we've got an object that appears there. Now, is this a reflection of this object here? And as it goes on, you can see we get two objects that appear. And something else that's quite strange, I find, is we've got this red hue around the sun, which goes hand in hand with the other bit of footage. We've actually seen these objects before, and that would be Minks Island South, 170 degrees, 10th of October 2016. I'll leave the link in the description box down below. It's called Green Planet and Red Sun, and this just happens to be a total replay, even right down to this line that goes down here. It happens to be a massive big object behind these two green objects. And as you can see, our sun should not look like that in any way, shape or form. Is that our sun, or is that something else? And really, for me, there's no reasonable answer to what we're actually looking at. It shouldn't actually be there in any way, shape or form. But hey, who am I to say? Let's have a look at some more videos. And the last clip we're going to look at is quick southwest, 227 degrees, if I pronounce that correctly. And you can see the date is Sunday the 14th of May 2017, and it's our old friend. It used to be the red spinning lens flare, now it is a white spinning lens flare. Let's have a quick look. And as you can see, it just appears, and you can see that spinning, and it seems to interact with whatever's up in the sky there, or something's interacting with the sun. As you can clearly see, that shouldn't really happen. And like I say, we've seen this before, and it just disappears as quick as it comes. And just a quick replay for you. Every time we see this object, we get to see down here on the edges of the camera, we get like a white cotton effect on both sides, and you can see that just appear there as this object appears here. Let's just zoom in and have a look and watch it spin, and you can see the interaction with the sun with this object. Is it reflection? Is it refraction? Not really too sure, but you can actually see that there is form to it. Try and debunk that one. At any rate, that's all I've got for now, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Much love and peace.